Welcome to the Untitled Podcast, everybody.
Welcome back to the Untitled Podcast, everybody. Just to let y'all know, this is my second time now recording. So we had an issue with the first recording. Got done, knocked out a banger episode, and it deleted the entire track list. Could not recover it. Couldn't get it back. It wasn't backed up anywhere. As soon as I got done recording, went to start uploading it, and bam, it was lost. So this is now my second time doing this. So I'm gonna try to bang this out and do it the right way for you guys. Update. So video portions. I know we had talked last time. Video portions. Oh, by the way, first off, for those watching, you're gonna be seeing this. Look at these fresh ass shirts, dude. Fucking dope. All right, love it. So for this should be my test first video. So if you're seeing this is gonna be the first video probably. The start of the YouTube video, like we had wanted to do. What we wanted to do with the video is I had a plan for it, then the camera I got didn't work, so like trial and error, that it would stop cutting out the video after 23 minutes. And I did research, but I didn't do enough research apparently, because I didn't know the shit did that. Like I didn't know like certain cameras after a certain while, like it's more of like a vloggy style camera. It's not set up for the podcast type situation. So we're doing this a little bit different. Hopefully this turns out pretty good for you guys. This will be the test YouTube channel. I want to do the first one with Andrew. That was going to be the first one on Friday, but it did not work out that way, unfortunately. So make sure, if you guys are listening, however you're doing this, go check out the YouTube Off the Dome podcast. You're gonna see this logo, so you'll know it's me. You see my logo. It's the same logo as Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to. That's the plan. Go there, subscribe, comment on the videos, like it up, do it, share it, do everything with that. Let's blow this bitch up, all right? Go over there, hit that notification bell, because that's how you'll start knowing when these things are going to be coming out. Because right now we're in the learning process. I'm like Bambi, my legs are shaky, I'm wobbling. I got the Bambi legs, right? We're trying to figure this thing out. So what I want to do is I got an idea of how I want to do this. With the audio portion, how we've been doing it, not going to change. So, guys, if you just want to listen to it, you're driving, you're going to work, you're at work with the earbuds, and that's what I do. I put in some earbuds, and I'm at work listening, all that shit, right? So, if you're like that, however you want to keep listening to it, not going to change. It's going to come out at 12 Central Time, wherever you listen to it. It's going to come out your same exact time. I'm not going to switch that up at all on you guys. We're going to keep that consistent with that time. With the YouTube portion, though, to give myself some time to edit the videos and make sure it's crispy, looks good, I think I'm going to drop that at night. Maybe for like a 6, 7, 8, I don't know the time frame, but I'm gonna have that drop a little later in the day, okay? So that's the idea. That's what we're thinking about how we're going to do that. I think that's how we're going to do that, all right? So with that being said, keep on the lookout for that. This will probably, if you're watching this right now, this is more than likely the first YouTube video. I got some stuff planned in the future. I got another buddy of mine that's going to come on, I believe, and we're going to talk about that big UFC event, UFC 275. So I got some stuff cooking, some stuff brewing in the works for y'all. That might be coming out, so keep an eye on that. You're going to want to have that. You're going to want to watch that. You're going to want to listen to that. So be on the lookout for that now. With that being said, let's get back into it. I got some crazy stuff for you. The Celtics Warriors series is man. And stay tuned, because I got some at the end. We're going to wrap this thing up. First of all, I want to do the NFC West, right? That's the last division we're on. We're going to tackle that. But I got a way to fix this fucking Pro Bowl issue, right? I come up with a good way to fix the Pro Bowl. So we're gonna save that for the end. Just to let y'all know. Stick around. You're gonna want to watch that now. You want to listen to that. I got an idea. I got to fix this fucking Pro Bowl. I'm about to get Goodell on the phone right now. I got a meeting in about an hour and a half. We're going to get on the phone with him. I'm like, listen, Roger, listen. Pro Bowl stinks. I got a way to fix it, all right? So stick around for that. But no, seriously, let's get into the Celtics Warriors series. So when we previewed Game 4 with Andrew, we had him on. Me and him sat here. Now, I expected this from him because he's a Boston fan. He's going to take Boston. But I believed it too. Like, we both thought, all right, Boston for sure is going to take this thing. And then no one could predict that Steph Curry was going to do that, right? No one thought, all right, he's popping off. Like, Steph Curry blew up. All right, you give him that. What happened last night, 104-94 Warriors, Steph Curry wasn't there and he still won. They still won. Come on, dog. Boston squandering this right now. I had Boston 6, not even possible anymore. Boston 6 is not even possible. It's not even possible right now. So watch out. This is yikers, man. I mean, we're in some yikes territory right now with the Boston Celtics. What I want to say about this is, with the whole with the whole point being with Andrew here, when we talk about Boston, all right, Boston's got this. They should have won this game. If they lose this series, they're gonna be mad at themselves. They're gonna be looking at themselves like, damn, we really blew this. We blew this opportunity. And I say that because they're beating themselves. They're not. It's not surprising that Steph Curry has this kind of game where he goes off. All right, you're gonna give him that because you know he's not gonna do that all the time, and they can't sustain wins that way. It's just Curry beating you. When he has a freak night like that, he's one of the best players, so he's gonna do that. It's like if LeBron, like all them series with the Heat, and going back to the good old days with the LeBron, still doing it actually. Like, I don't even say, hey, go back, where he just drops a 45-piece, 50-piece on your head. And, that game against the Warriors where him and Irving dropped 41 apiece. But what I'm getting at is star players are going to have games where they take over. Kobe did it. Dwayne Wade did it in the 06 finals, where he just took over. Like, he just started taking over, and they won 4 straight after being down 2-0. Like, these kind of guys do that. So the premier caliber players like that are going to do this to you. You're going to get a game, and you're going to be like, all right, cool, whatever, you got us. But as a team, we can bounce back. But what I'm getting at with Boston beating themselves, look at the turnovers. 18 turnovers. Brown, 5. Tatum, your stars are turning the ball over at a ridiculous pace. Like, they cannot sustain a victory at all. Like, they're not going to win. They're turning the ball over too much. Jaylen Brown did not look good. Marcus Smart kind of balance things out. I mean, they're getting their due from these guys. Tatum's giving me 27, but he looked decent. He didn't look bad. Brown had the off night, but you're not getting anything from Derek White off the bench this game. You're not getting anybody from, like, Grant Williams isn't giving you anything. You gotta get production from them guys. But if you would have told me in this game, Steph Curry's gonna go 0 for 9 from the 3, 7 from 22 from the field, and they win, I'd go, you're fucking crazy. Not a chance. What if I told, like, 30 for 30, what if I told you Steph Curry goes 0 for 9, doesn't make a 3? When has Steph Curry ever done that? There was some wild stat in, like, every game, every playoff game, he's made a 3 or whatever. Like, what if I told you Steph Curry doesn't make a single 3 and goes 7 from 22 from the field in total? Gives you 16 points. What if I told you Golden State won this game by 10? You would have thought you're fucking stupid. They lost by 20. Quit lying. No, bro, they really lost. They won by 10. You're letting Klay cook on you. Klay's getting himself. I mean, he's swagging out on people. He's hitting threes. He's feeling himself. So you've allowed Klay to come back in this series, and Wiggins has found himself. I love what Wiggins is doing for the simple fact that he's playing his game. I love when Wiggins plays his game, and what I mean by him playing his game, you're not the splash brother, bro. You're not the third splash brother. All right. Stop chucking them threes. When he shoots threes, I'm like, no, don't do it, dude. Don't fall for that trap. Like, they're leaving you open, and he's like, oh, you want to leave me open? Fuck you. I'll shoot this 3. Yeah, no, his threes he's wild. He was 0 for 6 from threes. He is not a 3-point shooter. I want him to stay in his lane because when he's attacking that basket, when he's driving the lane and just attacking the cup, he looks nasty. He looks mean. That mid-range shot is so fucking crispy, dude. I mean, that stop, pop, bing, and just puts it in your face. Fucking nasty, dude. He reminds me of like a beefier, like a bigger bodied DeMar DeRozan or Dwayne Wade. Like, the 3 is like, don't do it. But then he does some magical stuff in the mid-range. He's a mid-range guy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with being a mid-range guy. Like, if you can't shoot a 3, okay, so what? Like, No, man, the league's all about threes, bro. And especially down in Golden State, it's probably like you're watching Curry hit threes, you're watching Clay hit threes, and then you want to be like that. Like, look at Jordan Poole. He's like, yeah, dude, I could fucking do that. Watch this half-court shotty, dude. Hits it. I mean, look at the buzzer beaters he's hitting. Like, you seen it when Wiggins gave up that, he gave up that third quarter to give up 75-74. He gives up to Jordan Poole. Like, here you go. You hit that shit. He knew his lane. He's like, I don't have time to get to the basket. Let me go ahead and give it to Jordan Poole. He'll shoot this three. And he hits that bank shot buzzer beater. Like, he wants to be that splash brother. Let Poole have that. Let Poole play his game. You play your game, because when Wiggins is attacking the cup and Wiggins is shooting in mid-range, it was like automatic. It was like, as soon as he stopped and was pulling up, like, oh, that's going in. Just go ahead and start walking back. He made that, guys. So know your role and play your position to the fullest. Play your position. That's what I want guys to start doing. Understand, if you learn anything, look at Wiggins. Take this from Wiggins. It's play your part. But it's not like it's Boston should be like they're out of it. You know what I mean? Like, Boston, to me, they're beating themselves, and they did this in Miami. Looking at this now, Miami could have easily knocked these fools off the way they're playing, because they're playing like they did in Miami. They need to let it go. This is what they need to do for Boston to win, right? Here's a couple of keys to Boston, and they'll win this series. Like, this is what they need to do, and they might not figure it out. They might just collapse. I don't know. Like, they might not get it going. But all they need to do is play your game. You have a clear play your advantage, right? You have a clear advantage in the bigs. Look at Game 3. Take Game 3 when they bullied Golden State in the paint, down low. Robert Williams, Al Horford. I need you to stop. Just only have it. Like, why are you taking 6 shots, dog? And 2 of them were threes. Granted, you can hit them. Not a problem. I'm not saying don't shoot threes. What I'm saying is be aggressive on the offensive side. They need to play inside-out basketball. Their stars do what they do. Tatum and Brown, do what you do. But the keys are, you have a size advantage. When Kevon Looney's not on the court, they have a clear size advantage. Use it. Why would you not take advantage of something that's given to you? Like, hey man, you're gonna have a height advantage. Like, they have the firepower advantage. They have the best star. Like, they have the experience. That's Golden State's advantage. They have the experience, the continuity, which actually not even continuity. I take that back, because Boston has that too. But they have the experience, and they have the best player on the team in Golden State. Steph Curry's the best player out of all these guys. I don't care what you say. Steph Curry's the best player on the court, hands down. And that's not a dig at Tatum, Brown, Smart, any of them guys. Not even his teammates. It's not a dig at anybody. But you're not gonna tell me Steph Curry's not the best player. So that's where the two things are. Like, they have the experience in Golden State, and Boston they have a clear size advantage. I get Robert Williams is 100%, and every game's like, well, we're gonna see how he looks. Okay, the motherfucker's playing 30 minutes. He can't be that banged up, and he's playing 30 minutes. I'm sure he's gutting it out, and at the end of the season, after this to come out, he's got to go get surgery or whatever. Okay, but if that's the problem, then get off the court. Then don't feed him down low. Al Horford got a bully down low. Grant Williams doesn't have the biggest size advantage, but when compared to these other guys, he has an advantage. Like, use it. Give them down low. Make them go to that, because Boston's really good when their guys are driving in and they're kicking out. That's how they're getting their threes. Marcus Smart's so open, they're daring him to shoot threes, and he's knocking them down when they're driving and kicking out. But on the pick and rolls, give it to the big guy. They have an advantage with Looney off the court. That should be their focus. Feed the fucking paint. Bam, bam, bam. Every time Robert Williams should touch the ball, or Horford, whoever's the big, when Looney's gone, every time that motherfucker should have the ball, because that's your advantage. And then they make them double team, kick out to Tatum, Brown, whoever's on the court, and run your offense. If they're not going to give you the clear, easy big, if they're going to double team like they need to, but that's how you beat them. You have an advantage of that. The other thing is turnovers. Stop the damn turnovers. Unacceptable. I get these guys, Tatum, Brown, and Smart, they're controlling the ball a lot more. Unexcusable. 18 turnovers, you're beating yourself. Boston's not getting beat by Golden State. They are giving Golden State. I mean, they're turning the ball over. Here you go. Here's an extra possession. Here you go. I mean, silly turnovers. Like, they're touching for 2 seconds, and bam. Bam. They're giving it up. Like, constantly. Constantly giving it up. So, that's where I'm at with that. Like, you can't turn the ball. You cannot turn the ball over like that. Unacceptable. You can't keep turning the ball over. Makes no sense. I get you're holding the ball a lot. Unexcusable to sit there and turn the ball over like that. Unexcusable. Can't happen. Not here for it. You're the best player. You're the star players. Play like it. You're giving Golden State too many chances. It's unexcusable. Like, why you're allowing them to stay in this game. And the other thing is the chirping, like last night. Stop talking to the refs. The refs quit bringing them into the game. You can't have them be a factor in the game. Why are they a factor in this game? You're chirping with them with the zebras. It's not going to work. Like, it's not going to work at all. You're not going to win that way. So let it go. Let that go. It's not like you've never been. There's never been a game and like you're talking to the refs and you win that battle. Like, you don't win those calls. They did this in the Miami series and it cost them a game where they got so engulfed in the referee battle. Like, let that go, man. You're not gonna win that. I'm telling you. When has there ever been a game where like the bad call, like you're arguing with the ref so much, and you know what? Like, timeout, end the game. Like, pause the game. He's making a valid point. We're gonna take back those 2 free throws he shot. That fouls that doesn't happen. So what is your end game? What's your end result gonna be out of that? Nothing. You're not gonna win that battle. So there's no point. It's silly. Chirp at it for a minute, but don't let it affect every possession. You're harping at the refs, and it's affecting the way you're playing the game. It's affecting the way you're playing defense. You're not getting back, or guys moving. You know, it's just that you're giving them more credit than needs to be. Like, it doesn't need. We don't need that. Like, we don't need to sit there and have that battle with the refs. You're not gonna win. So, to me, Boston's just making silly moves, man. They're beating themselves. They're battling the refs. Not gonna win that. You're never gonna win the battle of the referees. You know, gripe about some calls. Stop turning the ball over. You're giving the Warriors too many chances to beat you. To me, Golden State's not beating Boston. Boston's beating themselves, and this is what they almost did in Miami. They almost lost that series because they're beating themselves. And I don't know if it's inexperience. I don't think it's inexperience. But they need somebody. Someone who needs this. I don't know what it is, but they need someone to step up. If it's Hal Horford, needs to be the leader. So, guys, listen. This shit that we're doing ain't working. We can't, at least with the referees. Like, I've been in this league for 2,000 years already. It doesn't work this way. You're not going to win like this. All right? You can't. You can't beat these guys this way. Here's how we got to do it. That's what needs to happen. All right? So a veteran needs to sit down, tell them what's up, and like, look, guys, here's the plan. Let's just play our game. Let's just do our thing. Simple. It's that simple. So that's what I want to see from Boston. They got to bounce back. But shout out to Golden State because they're taking it to these boys, and they're just going about their business and doing what they need to do. But to me, Boston's beating themselves. But I love what Andrew Wiggins did in that game. If Andrew Wiggins plays like that, oh boy, watch out. Because Curry wasn't even going off. That's the most scary thing. Like, Curry beating you when he had that night in Game 4. All right, that's going to happen. What's scary is what happened last night. Curry didn't do well, and they beat you by 10. That's where Boston needs to worry. I don't know. Like, my picks are out the window. Like, Boston can't win it tomorrow, so it can't be Boston in 6. It can be Boston in 7. Can't be Boston in 6, so this will be interesting to see. And look at this. This audio portion has already gone out. We're gonna figure this out. So this might not even be coming out on the audio portion, man. I gotta figure this out. As I'm doing this, I just seen the audio is cut out on me. So the video portion is gonna be fine. It's gonna be the audio portion that's gonna be yikers. What are you gonna do? Stupid technology. All right, let's keep it rolling though. NFC West. predictions. When I first started this, I had it different, and I kind of switched it on the fly when I was recording the first time. So I'm just gonna give it to you straight how I had it. I'll tell you what it was that I had switched. But so with this NFC West division, tough division, might be the toughest in the NFC. I think. I think there's 3 teams that could really do some damage. There's one team that's Seattle stinking it up. I don't know what they're doing. We'll just start right there. I really don't know. You look at this roster, what Seattle's doing. They're like they're basically denying a rebuild, if you will. It's like a rebuild denying situation going on here. I don't get it. I don't understand what they're doing. Geno, it starts at the quarterback position. I don't know what they're doing. I don't have trust in Geno Smith or Drew Lock. The interesting thing that's coming out is with the 49ers is if they can't find a trade, will they just cut Jimmy G? And people are saying, now it's being said Seattle should just go sign Jimmy G. That's fine, even if they did do that. Say that happened. I don't think it matters. I don't love their defense. I think their defense stinks. Their defense is gone. I mean, Bobby Wagner just left. That's their big piece. They got Jamal Adams anchoring it down, and besides that, a lot of unproven commodities on that defense. Their offense, if they can we don't even know if DK's staying. Now is is DK gonna be gone? Is he getting traded? Is he out? What's going on with him? And then people are like, nah, he's staying. If I'm DK, I want a 2-year contract. I want 2-year contract. Prove to me that you're doing something. Show me that you're going to do what needs to be done right now. Because why would you stay anything longer than that right now? This smells like a rebuild in Seattle. Like, it smells like the biggest rebuild in Seattle. Like, they have to be rebuilding. Like, even if they're tanking, like, let's say they tank for a quarterback. I don't think it matters. They're just, their offensive line, they are working on the offensive line, kind of, finally. The Charles Cross pickup out of the draft was all right. We'll see how that plays out. I like that they got Noah Fant in that trade, so they did get a solid tight end. I really like Noah Fant. If it's Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, I mean, really, other than that, it's a lot of Freddie Swain. That's your next guy. Marquise Goodwin. I think he's a little past his prime. So I don't know. No, I don't. This is top to bottom. This team is a rebuilding team in my eyes. They've got no other option. So we'll see. I can't put Seattle over anybody else in this division, obviously, but I don't know what they do. I don't know. Jimmy G's not going to be your answer. I'm not a Jimmy G guy. I didn't understand the whole Jimmy G deal. I'm being perfectly honest with you. I don't understand the Jimmy G experience. I don't know the hype on Jimmy G. Don't get it. Never understood it. I think he was elevated by Kyle Shanahan's offense and the pieces they had around him. Solid defense. I mean, great defense. When they went to that Super Bowl, I mean, they had a great defense. The running game was spectacular, and they were running Kyle Shanahan's offense, which is really good. Yeah, you stick almost any quarterback in that position, they're gonna do all right. I mean, he's not asked to do it. Like, I mean, it is what it is. He didn't have to do much there, and anyone can run that kind of offense. I mean, you just gotta be. I think he's average at best. I don't understand. Like, Jimmy G's not elevating anybody around him. Look at the throws he's making. He's making little screens. I mean, Deebo Samuel, he's like a little screen to Deebo, a little slant route. I mean, overall, that's not going to help Seattle. That makes things worse. Like, they would pay him a lot for the little investment return. Like, even if he goes there, he's not turning around that situation. They're far from being ready to go, in my eyes. That's just me. I don't like the running back group they got. Rashad Penny, Chris Carson, DJ Dallas, Ken Walker the third. Like, I'm just not sold on the running back room. The receivers are meh. I think they worked. It's like Tyler Lockett's really great. DK Metcalf I think is great, but with Jimmy G, I don't know. I don't think that's the situation. So I can't put them anywhere but last. I think Seattle's got they got some tough days ahead of them, and I don't know what they're doing with their coach is getting old. They can't afford, like, they don't have time for him to, like, they can't rebuild with him. I mean, come on. What are they? I don't know what they're doing. It makes my brain hurt thinking about what they're doing, because they're like, oh, we're not rebuilding, but like, it's like you're clearly rebuilding. I don't know. No, enough of them. They're the sea chickens last. I got them last, and I'm not hating on Seattle. I have no problem with Seattle. I just right now they're not contending. So what are they doing? No, they're not in this. So what I was talking about with what I had changed the first time around on the fly, what I did here was I had Arizona at 2. I actually got moved them to 3. So I think Arizona takes a dip down. They go to 3. And kind of why? It's just they got a lot going on. The more I looked at it, I wasn't really sold. And so I forgot DeAndre Hopkins is out, I believe, 6 games. He's suspended. So right then and there, your best guy, what they got, Marquise Brown, A.J. Green. They do have depth at receiver. I love Arizona's depth. Even with Christian Kirk going to Jacksonville, you're not going to expect much from A.J. Green. He's getting older, but he's kind of turned around since he's been there. He's looked decent, right? He's looked pretty good. He's not a number 1. He's not what he once was, though. So don't expect that from him. I don't think they do. Question is, can Hollywood Brown be a number 1 and replace DeAndre Hopkins? Because right now he's going to have to kind of be the guy to lead this group going forward right now. But I like Rondale Moore. He out of Purdue. He's got to start stepping up now. He's under. Yeah, it's time now. You got to get going. I like Andy Isabella. I think he could kind of take a step forward in this wide receiver group and showcase some things. But Zach Ertz, can he stay on the field? How's he going to look? Offensive line, they're kind of moving some pieces around. They're bringing Will Hernandez, who has been on a sliding slump. But could that just be because of New York? You know, they tend to ruin linemen. I don't know what their deal is, because he was great coming out of UTEP. First year was really good, and then kind of went down the tubes. So they bring him in to kind of, DJ Humphries and Kelvin Beachum, Rodney Houston. They got solid pieces at line. It's not like Murray's going to be scrambling and run for his dear life the whole time. But what kind of concerns me is they have some pieces on defense. But, I mean, I love Budda Baker, my favorite safety. We talked about that. Brian Murphy, really like him. Isaiah Simmons, I love him. They have a couple pieces that I like, but their defensive line is kind of suspect right now. J.J. Watt, how long is he going to hold up? That's concerning with J.J., and I think that's fair. How long is he going to hold up? Is he going to stay on the field? And even then, he's getting older now. Other than that, I mean, Zach Allen, Rashad Lawrence, Zaven Collins, Marcus Golden. I don't know about this. They lost Chandler Jones to the Raiders. Hassan Reddick's gone, right? He went and signed. I can't remember now where he went, but he's gone. They lose him. So Brian Murphy's great. Marco Wilson's going to have to take a step up. Their rookie from last year. They've got some pieces, don't get me wrong. I'm just not sold on the defense, and with the other 2 teams in this division, especially the Super Bowl champs, you gotta be able to shut somebody down somehow. And I'm just not buying. I don't know. The more I keep thinking about these guys, the more I'm not buying it. The more I'm not buying the Arizona Cardinals. I think they're such an offensive-minded team, which is great, but a lot of question marks. I think they could do great, but the more I think about it, I'm not sold. I'm really not. So I think they could, but there's a lot going on in Arizona. They're exciting, they're fun. A lot of Murray and all these guys, but now you're losing D-Hop for a little bit. That could play a big factor. When he comes back, they're gonna have to step on the gas and get it going. So, yeah, man, really, I had him at 2 and I had to move him down. So we'll see. At 2, then the guys I moved up was San Francisco, and this could waver here because it's so hard to figure this out because Trey Lance. No one can say they know what's going on with Trey Lance. No one can say, hey, he's going to be great this year. You have no idea. If you cannot say, and you don't know if he's going to be bad. None of us know. So we're all guessing. We're all playing darts with our eyes closed. All right? No one knows what's going on. Deebo Samuel, I think they're going to get that figured out. The receivers is where who's going to be the other guy? Are they going to bring somebody in? Because right now it's Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and Juwan Jennings, Danny Gray, the guy they drafted, Ray McLeod. Looking at this, nothing spectacular here. Nothing. Where's production coming? We're all, you harp on a lot of these other teams. Green Bay, everyone's complaining about Green Bay, but other than Deebo and Brandon Ayuk, which I get they got George Kittle too. Don't get me wrong, they have enough weapons, but they could bring in Odell. Dude. Bring in Odell, let him be number 2. Ayuk at the slot. Debo being Debo. He's Swiss Army knife. George Kittle. Dude, if Trey Lance is anything that they say he's going to be, man. And I like Trey Lance. He reminds me of Jalen Hurts. It's like a Jalen Hurts type. I think him and Jalen Hurts could be on the same trajectory, but I think Jalen Hurts right now is... I'm more confident in Jalen Hurts. I've seen him. I know what he is. And, dude, he's bulked up. I seen a picture of Jalen Hurts. Dude, he went from, skinny mini to, I'll fuck you up, dude. So, that's, I don't know. We'll see. If Trey Lance, to me, the question mark is Trey Lance. Can Trey Lance figure this thing out? If he looks good, the one thing I do like is he got to sit back. He got to sit back and just kind of take everything in a little bit, figure this thing out. And he's got Kyle Shanahan on the side. That's what I like. I love, Kyle Shanahan's a mastermind. I know firsthand from when he took our boys to the Super Bowl. We should have won that shit. So, 28-3. Never forget it. But no, on a serious note, if Trey Lance does what he needs to do, it's gonna look great. Just want to throw that out there. And the defense, what separates San Francisco from Arizona, and why I kind of was leaning towards, they have the ability to shut the best teams out. I think, but far from anything else, my favorite defenses are San Francisco and Buffalo. For this reason, I love what 49ers are doing on that D-line. I love the D-line for San Francisco. D Ford, Nick Bosa, Javon Kinlaw, Arik Armstead. Good night, dude. You got Nick Bosa, one of the best D-linemen in the league. D Ford, no slouch on the other end. They draft another guy, Drake Jackson, from USC. If he comes in and does anything, you're like, pfft. Hassan Ridgeway's been there for a little bit now. He's a solid piece. They're deep. They are deep. And good luck. Then you get to the linebackers. It gets better. Dre Greenlaw, love him. He flies around. That dude's a beast. Love Dre Greenlaw. Fred Warner. Do I need to say anything else? You know his resume. Stud. Go check out my video I did on linebacker. He's top 5. I believe I have him at 3. He's great. Aziz Olar. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I know Aziz. Olari. Sorry if I'm fucking that up. Terrible with names. But anyways, stud. He's pretty good too. And then you got the back end, which isn't great. That's their weakness, to me, is the back end with Emmanuel Mosley, Tre'Davious Ward. They got the Ward team. Jimmy Ward. I like Jimmy Ward at safety. Not bad. And then they got Tre'Davious Ward at corner. And Jason Verrett, who's a guy now who's been getting hurt. He has been getting hurt. He's had a huge injury history. He's bouncing back, dude. You want to talk about a good comeback, feel-good story? Go check out Jason Verrett's. Follow his story. That dude has just been... he had every chance to just say, fuck it, man. I'm not meant to be. And just, I'm done. Because he was great coming out of college, right? Was it the Chargers that drafted him? And he was going to have this promising career and he had knee injuries. I think ACLs. I can't remember off the top of my head, off the dome. Wink, wink. Like what I did there. Off the dome. Stupid. I'm glad no one listens. This shit's terrible. This is fucking stupid, dude. No, but Jason Verrett, man, his story, dude, bouncing back and coming back, and he had injury after injury after injury, and they're saying he's looking pretty damn good. And you know, obviously, you're gonna hype you guys up out of your training camps. I don't buy too much into that, but not bad, man. Not bad. So they've got some guys, some veteran guys too, Darquez, Denard, some of them guys. So they got some pieces, but I think their back end doesn't need to be spectacular because their D line's gonna be getting after. That's what separates them from Arizona, is their line. That's what puts them up there with the Super Bowl champs. They just need Trey Lance to be decent, be a stud, and they could be scary good. They could be quietly be good. I think, you know, Jimmy G's side. I think they're gonna be all right. If Trey Lance is anything they think he is. Watch out. That's why I had to bump them up to 2. I think their defense separates them from Arizona. Just plain and simple. And D-line, that front 7 is just fucking gross, dude. That is a nasty front 7. So watch out. And then, obviously, I'm going to have the Super Bowl champs at 1. I don't think they did anything wrong. I mean, they didn't take anything. They didn't lose too many pieces in my eyes. What they've done, you know, obviously Stafford's back. Cooper Kupp's back. I love the A-Rob situation, bringing him in. Offensive line, they did lose a couple pieces. That would be my only concern is how's the offensive line going to be. They got some guys they brought in. A.J. Jackson, just big behemoth of a guy, 6'7", only 285, but out of Iowa. You get anybody with a cornfield, Iowa, Nebraska. If there's okay, listen. Here's why that guy could be great, and I don't even know his name. I didn't even know him before looking at this. All right, you get a guy from Iowa, Nebraska. If there's a cornfield within a 20-mile radius of your school, stud. But there's a good chance he's a stud. They don't fucking. That's what they do right. They get Nebraska, Iowa, anywhere in the Midwest. You're producing linemen. You have the name Cornhusker in your school. They're producing big linemen, big stud linemen. I mean, it's just Wisconsin, Nebraska, Iowa. That's offensive line schools. That's where you go and get the big offensive line. Other than like Alabama, but I'm more likely to take a guy from a school where there's a cornfield within a 10-mile radius of the school than I am a UCLA. I don't want your fucking UCLA or Miami or Florida State. I don't want your offensive lineman from that. I want a cornfield around that school. That's how I know. Because you know damn well that kid from Iowa was detasseling at the age of 12. Like, if he's from the area and he was born and raised on a fucking farm, and just getting big, stupid ox strength from detasseling at the age of 12, that's where I want my guy. That's where I want him. I want a big brute working the cornfields. Anywhere there's a cornfield, farm, anything around the school, yeah, he checks out. That's what you want in your offensive line. You want a big, girthy fucking behemoth. All right? But no, I mean, I think their offensive line is going to be solid. That's what concerns me about their offense. I think, everyone's making a big deal. Well, wanted to bring back Odell. They can still bring back Odell. Why couldn't they? Even if they don't, they'll be all right. I think the A-Rob signing was solid. Everyone complained about that. They lost Robert Woods. All right, cool. Don't forget, Odell's been getting hurt lately. So, and even in the Super Bowl, he didn't play with the half. He was looking, don't get me wrong, he's looking great. I think Odell still can go help some people, for sure. But he has to get some injuries now. And look at A-Rob. He's been balling out of his fucking mind. What he was doing in Chicago, been doing it since Jacksonville. Went to Chicago, and Chicago fucked up by not paying this guy. Don't get me started with Chicago. They fucked up. They fucked up royally not signing this guy. I don't know why they didn't. You didn't want to pay this guy, and now now it affects Darnell Mooney because they should have paid. They should have paid A-Rob, had Darnell Mooney as a number 2, and don't get me wrong, Darnell Mooney's gonna be great, but he's gonna be like a Juju without AB. I'm gonna take a step back, and I think he's better. I'd take him over Juju. Don't get me wrong. I'm not comparing the two, but the situation's the same. You take away the number 1. If you take a number 1 away from a guy that's not ready to be a number 1, he's not gonna be a number 1. If that makes any sense. He's let him develop as a number 2, find his way, and become a number 1 with these certain guys. But even besides that, why would you not keep him? Pay the dude. Who are you paying in Chicago? Who are they paying? Get off your ass and fucking pay these guys. You didn't want to pay A-Rob, so you let him leave? That's fucking stupid. You got a rookie quarterback on a cheap deal, so you're not tied up in quarterback money. This is the time where you pay weapons to help your rookie quarterback. He's not a rookie. Your young quarterback on a rookie deal. Pay them, dude. Golly. You ain't paying offensive line because your offensive line stinks. Where's your fucking money? Tied up in defense? Khalil Mack's gone. You're abolishing defense. Who paid in Chicago? What player is getting paid in Chicago? Seriously. And I'm not trying to get on a Chicago Bears rant because fuck, dude. Who are they paying, man? You should have paid A-Rob. Darnell Mooney's going to be a stud, but goddamn. Pay somebody. Get some weapons. Help these fucking guys out, man. Yeesh. But, so with the Rams, so you get me all fucking sidetracked here with these fuckers. Don't even get me started with them fuckers, dude. Stupid. The defense is great. Their defense is going to be solid. Bring back Aaron Donald. You want to talk about night and day difference? Look at Los Angeles. They just have endless money. They're just paying everybody. Everyone's in these cap space troubles. Not LA. They ain't worried about it. Fuck it. Fuck draft picks, dude. We'll just pay guys. I'll just give guys money that we know are good. You got arguably Bobby Wagner. You bring in Bobby Wagner to with Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald. They still got Leonard Floyd. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be great. I like everything they're doing. If Van Jefferson can help out on the offense, step up, take a step up. What are they gonna get? They could get something from Ben Skoranek, Tutu Atwell, these younger guys also to help out in the room. But yeah, you can't. You got Cooper Kupp who went off last year. Got a great rapport with fucking Stafford. That's scary in itself. Then you throw in Allen Robinson. Van Jefferson can make a move, make some production. Tyler Higbee's solid tight end. I mean, he's no slouch. I mean, he's no George Kittle, Darren Waller, Travis Kelce, Kyle Pitts. But he plays his fucking role, man. I like Taylor Rapp at the safety spot. Troy Hill, and they're solid because they got some decent corners. I mean, and they got enough guys, dude, on that defense. They stay healthy. This team's gonna be great. They're gonna be top dogs in the NFC again, fighting battle now for the top spot in the NFC. That's all I can say about that. I mean, it's their division for the taking right now. It's the way I see it. Solid pieces. So I wrap that back up. Seattle last, Arizona third. Watch out. Shock some waves. How dare you, motherfucker? Nah, I think it makes sense. I think San Francisco at 2. And that's not saying that those three teams can't make the playoffs. I think all three of them teams, they can all get in. Weaker NFC, my eyes. And then I got Rams at number 1. So that's where I'm at. Last thing, I want to wrap up with you guys. I'm fixing the Pro Bowl right here, right now. All right? Someone relay this to Goodell. Someone send this to Goodell. I need to have a chat with Roger, all right? Because here's how you fix the Pro Bowl. No one cares about the Pro Bowl, right? No one gives a shit. No one watches the Pro Bowl. No one goes, yeah, woo, Pro Bowl, can't wait. Mark the calendars. That Pro Bowl, dog, it's going to be fire. The Pro Bowl this year's going to be fire. Can't wait for that dodgeball tournament. No one gives a shit. I'm telling you right now, no one cares. Nobody cares about your Pro Bowl. Here's how you fix it. They're talking about changing it and what they need to do. Position battles. Position battles. And they would have to tweak it. I don't have all the details, but basically it goes down like this. Same thing. first of all, do it after, so that the Super Bowl players, the best players in the Super Bowl, they can be in it too. No one cares. You can still have your week off between the Super Bowl. Get the best fucking guys. Get everybody that deserves to be there. Now I'm tired of this. Oh well, they're in the Super Bowl. They're not going to be here. Okay, then don't do it before the fucking Super Bowl. Duh. You do it the week after. Do it the fucking week after. You can work it out. You know, stuff. Their Super Bowl team can party. Let them go down Let them go down there. Get everybody down there. Stop doing this stupid shit where you do it before. Like, what? Why? You know, it's not like whoever wins the Pro Bowl game determines who gets the ball first in the Super Bowl. Like, no, if it's the NFC or it's like, no, it's not like it matters. Why does it have to be before? Do it after and do position battles. All right. Here's how you do it. You get your quarterbacks. So we'll say Cooper Kupp. All right, Cooper Kupp at the wide receiver position goes. I'm calling out Marlon Humphrey at corner. Me and you, 1-on-1. You get like 5 seconds, and then, or the defender calls out, whoever. Either way, they can call out. The quarterback gets to pick the wide receiver gets to pick his quarterback. The wide receiver gets to pick a quarterback. So Cooper Kupp could go, I want Herbert throwing me the ball, or I want Aaron Rodgers throwing me the ball. All right? So let me get him throwing me the ball, and you get 5 seconds. And then you could mix in the offensive line and defensive line, too, at the position battles. So, fucking left tackle and Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald versus Trent Williams. 1-on-1. He gets 4 seconds to get to the quarterback. But the receivers, you wouldn't do it at the same time. You would do it different times. So you'd have a fake fucking dummy. You'd have like Aaron Rodgers, like a silhouette of Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Donald can get there in 4 seconds and he can grab Aaron Donald's fucking man bun, done. He wins. All right? So offensive line versus defensive line. And then the receivers, you get 4 seconds to go against whatever corner. Jalen Ramsey versus DeAndre Hopkins. Or A.J. Brown. All right, A.J. Brown goes, I want Tom Brady to throw me the ball. All right, Tom. I'm going to do a fucking stop and go. Like, I'm going to do a stop and go right now, all right? This is what I want. I want to stop and go and fucking hit me, dude. I'm burning this motherfucker. And then fucking Jalen Ramsey gets up there and he's talking his shit, right? This would be fun, exciting competition. And no one's going to get hurt. No one, you're not going to be tackling. You're not fucking ramming each other. Just, you don't even have to wear pads. Just fucking whatever clothes they want to wear. All right, dog. I'm going to do a stop and go. Hit me, Tom. All right? Hit me. Mahomes. No, let me get a post. Let me get a fucking, imagine Hunter Renfrow doing his little nasty routes, and then like each guy gets like 2 strikes. So if you get shit on twice, you lose, you're out. And then the final fucking guys go at it. Whoever's the top dog, we'll see. How fun would that be? Like, it's a knockout round, like after you get beat twice, you're out. Dude, how fun would that be? You cannot tell me that wouldn't be fun, position battles. They would have to figure out something for the running backs and linebackers or something. Running back versus linebacker. I would say do like an Oklahoma drill, but they're not going to want to tackle. So whatever. Well, I don't know what you would do. They'd have to figure out the details. Like I said, I don't have it all figured out. But do something like that. How fun would that be? That would be so exciting, dude. Because obviously, no one's going to get excited about a game. You're not going to offer these guys money. Whoever wins the AFC versus NFC gets $10,000. Dude, no one gives a fuck about that. No one cares. They're getting paid millions. They don't want your fucking chump change. Even if you did it for charity, they're not going to go, oh, I'm going to fucking risk my career for this charity. Like, you know what I mean? It's got to be something. Let it be whoever wins gets to pick a charity that they donate money to. Or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but it's competition. A.J. Brown, and they be talking shit like, oh, wait till the fucking Pro Bowl. I got some sauce for your ass. Me and Devontae Adams is like, oh, well, I can't wait to get fucking Ramsey's ass in this Pro Bowl, bro. And they would want to make the Pro Bowl because they want to be in that competition, right? How fun would that be? I'm just saying. If you get that to Roger, get this clip to fucking Goodell. Send this video to him. When this gets on YouTube, send this video to him and go, here you go. Solve it right here. It's the best thing they got going. What else you going to do? Well, I mean, what else you going to do? Don't do it? It's either that or don't do it. But don't put that sorry-ass AFC versus NFC shit where they're playing two-hand touch. No one cares, dude. No one gives a flying rat's ass about that shit. I'm just being honest and just being real. All right? That's how you solve that, all right? That's how you figured that out. I just saved the Pro Bowl. Position battles. And it's up to them to tweak it and get it down right, but that's just the concept. I want a commission. I want 40%. 40%. I want 40% of, let me, I came up with the idea. You keep it 60, but let me get 40, Raj. All right? Let me get it. All right, guys. We're going to wrap things up there. Special thing, Mike, keep an eye out, too. So might have a little, I don't know if I mentioned this, special guest coming up again. Might have somebody we're going to chop up UFC 275. I got another buddy of mine. I think I said this, but just if I didn't, let y'all know coming up. Might have that. We're working to getting him out here and doing that. So keep an eye out for that. Love y'all, man. Have a great day. Peace.